Oh, my Mavic. Oh, how I love you. Oh, how I love you.
This is the DJI Mavic 2 series.
Mavic 2? Zoom, 2 times zoom. Oh, 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 I want you. Oh, I want you.
Darling, what do you do, huh?
Nothing. What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name's Keith and today we're talking Mavic 2, or more importantly, why I'm not rushing out to get one and why I don't think you guys should rush out to get one straight away. Don't get me wrong, it looks awesome. I want one, I'm gonna get one, but I'm waiting a couple of months and here's why. Way back in February, March, DJI released the Mavic Air and I was one of the first in Thailand to get my hands on it. And I got it home and within a couple of hours, I realized there were a few issues with it. It didn't have 5.8 gigahertz Wi-Fi enabled in Thailand. Now the Spark did. I phoned up DJI and I went, what's going on here? And DJI basically said was, since the Spark came out, Thailand has banned it. So I phoned up the NBTC, or rather my wife did, because they don't speak English. And she asked them, and they told her, what are DJI talking about? We haven't banned it. DJI responded a few days later saying, oh, the law has been changed and we're going to enable it in a software update, which they did. But more importantly, I had another issue. Check out this video. As you can see, the drone comes down and smacks into the ground. Now, this was happening on the normal landing function as well as return to home. So I checked out the forums, nobody else was reporting this issue, so I called up the store. They said, bring it in, we'll check it out. So I took it down to the store and we took it outside, we tested it and they saw the same thing happening. Now, because this was 9 days after I bought the drone, in Thailand, consumer laws mean they don't have to replace it. So they told me, right, we're gonna open up a case with DJI, which is what they did. But because this was about 2 weeks after the Mavic Air came out, DJI closed down for Chinese New Year. Why you release a brand new drone that close to Chinese New Year if you're going to shut down for 2 weeks, DJI? I don't know why. So I had to wait for 2 weeks before they even looked at this. And when they did respond, they said there's nothing wrong with the drone. And the store were like, well, we sent you the data, we sent you the video this guy made. There's obviously something wrong with it. DJI went, nope, if you have a problem with that, send us back the drone. So that's what the store did. So we're now into week 4 and DJI get the drone. It then took them another week to look and analyze the drone. And what did they say? They said there's nothing wrong with it. The drone is acting completely within normal behavior. And both me and the store were like, what the F? This is clearly not normal behavior. You can't tell us that the drone is designed to smack into the ground. So the store took pity on me and said, right, we'll replace the drone for you. Clearly there's something wrong with it. We'll deal with DJI, but it's not your fault. You've waited over a month to get your hands on the drone. We'll give you a new one. And in fairness, that's what the store did. But before I went home, they said, let's take it out and give it a test and make sure you're completely happy. So we took it out, we tested it, and guess what? It did exactly the same thing. And what we noticed was it was also reporting the wrong altitude. So as it was coming into land, it was saying like it was -3 meters. I went, that's not right. So they called DJI and said, look, we've got another drone here. It's doing exactly the same thing. And what's more, it's reporting the wrong altitude. What's going on? DJI said, well, the wrong altitude thing is common and sometimes the drone will do that because it's not 100% accurate. The Mavic Pros do the same thing. So the store went, okay, let's go and test the Mavic Pro. And that's when I fell in love with the Mavic Pro. But it did report the wrong height. But what it didn't do was smack into the ground. And because I'd had the experience with the Mavic Pro and fallen in love with it, the store said, we'll do your deal. If you pay us an extra about 100 quid, we'll upgrade you to the Mavic Pro. Will you be happy? And I went, yeah. So I ended up with the Mavic Pro and honestly, I haven't looked back since. I love the drone. It's one of the best drones I've ever had. No, it is the best drone I've ever had, hands down. It's amazing. And what I can do with it from a creative point of view is just amazing. It blows my mind. But 2 weeks after I got the Mavic Pro, DJI released a firmware update for the Mavic Air. And the last item on the fix list was the issue I'd been having of the drone smacking into the ground. And I was just like, what the... Seriously, DJI, I have spent 6 weeks talking to you. The store has spent the same amount of time. We've both been speaking to your help desk. We've both been speaking to your customer service representatives. Not once did you mention that you knew about this issue, that it was a known issue, that it was a software issue, and that you were going to fix it. Had you said that to us right from the beginning, we would have been, okay, no problem, we will wait. But you didn't. You led us to believe, by not telling us, by not communicating with us, that this was an issue that you weren't going to fix, and that you, because you weren't acknowledging it, there was no end in sight to it. And that really, really pissed me off. It caused so much stress, that 6 weeks of my life, that I'm not going to go into it, but I'm lost for words. Even now, I'm still lost for words quite how I felt. All I can say is that DJI customer care and their support is crap. I've had several times I've had to deal with them. Recently, I crashed my Mavic Pro and I had to send that off for repair. They repaired it, sent it back. The drone went up, but didn't come back down again. Literally, it would not respond to a down button at all. In fact, I would take it up to about 100 meters, press down, it would go into a landing mode at 100 meters and take about 10 minutes to land. So my point is that DJI testing department ain't that great, or certainly my experience of their testing department ain't that great. So I'm not rushing out to buy a Mavic 2. The other reason being is, one of the reasons I rushed out to buy the Mavic Air in the first place is all those YouTubers that got a pre-released version of the Mavic Air and went how great it was, convinced me to go and get it. And the same thing has happened with the Mavic 2. Literally, an hour after they announced it, all the major YouTube channels had a video on the Mavic 2. And they all were going how great it was. Not one of them has criticized it. And the point is that these are sponsored videos. DJI give them a pre-release copy of the Mavic 2. They make them sign non-disclosure acts and all sorts of things. And all they're really allowed to say is the good features about it. It's not until about a week after the drone is released to the public do we start seeing the truth, i.e. are there any issues with the drone? Because there were a load of issues with the Mavic Air that I never experienced, with it shaking in the cold. And in fairness to DJI, they fixed them in firmware upgrades. But it took them about 2 months after the release to get to the drone to what I consider to be a good standard. So what I'm saying is, guys, wait a couple of weeks. Wait until all the people that have ordered it through the normal DJI channels have got hold of it, haven't signed any kind of non-disclosure act, haven't been sponsored by DJI, start making videos on it. Because then we'll see the truth. Then we will see if there are any problems with the drone or not. Because usually with the way DJI do this is they will send it out to the public will test the hell out of it, they will find a load of issues, DJI will note them all down, fix them in the software thing and release a patch, and then it will be fine. So I'm waiting a couple of months. Now don't get me wrong, when that 2 months is up, oh, I'm going to get one. I can't wait to get my hands on one because it looks awesome. Now DJI have released 2 versions of this. You've got the Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom. The difference being that the Mavic 2 Pro has got the better camera on it, but the Mavic 2 Zoom has got zoom lens, and that's the one I'm going for because from a creative point of view, what you can do with that drone is just amazing. I can't wait for it. My only complaint is why, oh why DJI, didn't you just make the cameras interchangeable? You know, sell the basic model of the drone and then you have a choice of camera and that's what it comes with. And then if I need at a later date to get the better Hasselblad camera, I can just buy that as an additional thing, unclick one and click the other one on. DJI have said they're going to offer a service where they'll swap the camera over, but you can bet bottom dollar they're going to charge you a fortune to do it. And then you're stuck with the other camera. And then if you want the other one back again, you have to send it off. Why didn't you just make them interchangeable? But anyway, that's my only complaint about the drone. They look awesome. Me personally, I'm going for the Zoom because from my point of view, I make videos mainly at the moment for YouTube. And YouTube only supports up to 1080p, so I'm not really fussed about, you know, the higher bit rate because YouTube condenses those videos anyway. So for me, what I can do with the Zoom, it looks amazing. That dolly effect, again, I'm just going every time I watch any video on that Zoom. So that's the one I'm going for. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please don't think I'm dissing the Mavic 2 because I'm really not. Just based upon my experiences with the Mavic Air, I'm just being cautious. I'm just waiting for a few weeks. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, hit subscribe. I'm trying to make lots of videos around photography and drone stuff and the odd vlog here and there. Anyway, guys, take care, happy flying, and bye-bye.